Rizim, first of all, you made an introductory statement where you said that is Twitter challenging the government? Let me tell you, Twitter not only challenges government, it has often been accused of helping in changing governments. In 2011, when the Arab Spring started, it was also called Twitter Revolution, which created mayhem in nation after nation, triggered civil war. In Egypt, it brought Muslim Brotherhood under Morsi into power. The situation became so bad that Egyptian army had to step in and kick out Morsi. The radicalized Muslim Brotherhood government had to be kicked out. So let me tell you, a picture has been portrayed that government of India is so dictatorial. Unfortunately, the situation is so bad. Even in United States, 3 months back, there was a hearing under Section 230 of the Congress of the Communications Decency Act, under which Twitter was rigorously grilled by U.S. Congress because they censored an article of New York Post which was mildly critical of Biden administration. The same government, the same Twitter, which actually deplatformized, Trump. So the question that arises is, what is Twitter? Is it just another social media platform, or whether it has its own agenda, or is it following the deep state agenda of somebody else? That has to be taken into account. Other thing is important. Sir, when you talk about a fake video, just one sec, sir. When you talk about a fake video, that video of Ghaziabad could have triggered a communal riot. And that kind of video is shown to people to radicalize him, to create future terrorists. Are we to allow these for the sake of foreign interference? And that is where nobody is saying that ban Twitter.
No, I completely don't agree to what you say. Gentlemen.
Look at what is happening. Sir, 1 second. In United States, forget about India, it's a bigger democracy than India. In United States, under Section 230, Twitter has been rigorously grilled, and not just Twitter. There are a multitude of tech giants who have a habit of defying law of the land. That cannot happen. And in a country like India, where Mr. Kothari rightly said, are we to allow triggering, civil wars? Are we to allow any kind of mayhem to happen? We are such a sensitive country. We should also introspect and investigate the role of Twitter in triggering anti-CIA riot and the Republic Day riot.
Sir, so indeed, thank you so much. I've heard you patiently now. Sir,
or they should not be given that immunity, because if they follow,
I think you're misguiding the nation by saying that. Sir, I think you're misguiding the nation by saying that. Well, I agree to the point. I agree to the point which Mr. Kothari. I agree to the point which Mr. Kothari said earlier. I agree to the point which Mr. Kothari said earlier. It's imperative for Twitter to follow the rule of law and the law of the land. There's no doubt about it. But having said that, we are just talking about this particular Twitter. But Ridham, you rightly said there are 17.5 billion users. What happens to the freedom of expression as an individual, as a citizen of this country? Allow me to speak, sir. You had a word. Allow me to speak now. Allow me to speak. The Constitution of India. The Constitution of India has given me the right to express my views. The Constitution of India has given me the right to express my views against the government, express my views against the policies, and express my views, which of course, it should not be provocative. That doesn't mean you will bulldoze my rights. That doesn't mean you will bulldoze my rights. Yes, of course, it's imperative for Twitter to follow. It is imperative for Twitter to follow the rule of law. It is imperative for Twitter to follow the law of the land. But that doesn't mean the government will bulldoze my rights. That doesn't mean the government will bulldoze my rights.
What bulldozing means? Do you know what bulldozing means? They are asking Twitter to follow.
Do you know? Yes, of course. My view, I can express my view. The Constitution has given me this right. If the
Constitution does not give
the social media intermediary, has got a protection under Section 79 of Information Technology Act, if the social media intermediary has got the protection under Section 79 of Information Technology Act, if that is being pulled off, definitely it's bulldozing the rights of an individual. It's bulldozing the rights of an individual. It is imperative for Twitter to follow the law of the land. There's no doubt about it. What about the expression of what about the freedom of expression?
You say follow the law. On the other side, you are saying that they should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Who is responsible? Who is responsible? Who is responsible for the Who is responsible for the 17.5 million users? The government cannot be authoritarian. The government cannot be authoritarian. Every time, if I don't listen, if I speak against the government,
RP
action
Singh
should be
also wants
against
to
me.
come in here.